everybody, and welcome to a boundary-breaking wild ride with Steve-O. This week we've got Lilly Singh, who I was very excited to talk to because she's certainly not a typical wild ride guest. And we surprised her with how vulnerable and transparent we were, and she surprised us with how raunchy her comedy is leaning these days. And man, very thoughtful and provocative discussion, so let's get into it. We had no intention of being like pervy or anything, but she said no talk about coming out bisexual.
No, you're very good. I'll tell you why. Every person asks me the same 3 questions. They ask me how I started on YouTube, they ask me about late night, and they ask me what it was like coming out to my Indian parents.
Oh, wow, okay.
And so I've literally answered those questions 6 million times.
Nice.
And I don't know how else to answer them, and I'm just like, can I talk about anything else? I have a sex comedy coming out. Like, let's talk about that.
Okay, good.
Or anything else. But you can ask me, you can touch on it.
Okay, good. So it's not you just don't want us to dwell on any of those things.
It's not that I feel uncomfortable. There's nothing you can ask me. I'm an open book. It's just that people have heard this a million times.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Well, I like that.
I'm chilling.
I like that.
I am chilling.
All right, let me just do a quick time check. By the way, sorry I was late.
That's okay.
I'm terrible. Fucking terrible.
You came to me. This is great. I live up the street. It's fantastic.
Okay, amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, people of the universe, I bring to you a Canadian, a comedian, an actress, and a lovely lady, Lilly Singh.
I'll take it. Thank you so much. I'm so happy to be here.
Yeah, for sure. We're grateful to have you. This is Vinny.
Hi, Vinny. I can tell this is going to be a great time already. I'm going to use this as an armrest.
It's going to be fun.
This is going to be...
Yeah.
I can already tell.
Candidly, this is my first time recording an episode in this RV in maybe like
8 months.
Dang.
9 months.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pressure's
This is
on
my
then.
first time back in 7 months.
Vincent Imperati.
Yeah.
So basically,
here.
this is you're brand new to this.
Yeah.
I'm
well,
the
no,
trial run.
No.
Vinny, there's been a lot of questions on the internet. Where'd Vinny go? What happened? Like, what's Vinny and Scott like? Vinny's triumphant return here. What happened is that I moved from Los Angeles to Tennessee.
Okay.
And,
But
And
you're
we were
back.
sick and tired of going back and forth. No.
So you live in LA?
Yeah, Hollywood.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Hollywood, baby.
Yeah, Hollywood Boulevard.
Very nice. Let's go.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
the Hollywood dream.
And you're
keeping
sick of it.
alive.
it's not that I'm sick of it. I got notification that my insurance company wouldn't renew my homeowner's policy. And I was like, all right, it's time to get rid of this house.
Yeah, it do be like that sometimes.
And I wanted to have a lot of land and open up an animal sanctuary.
That's cute.
Yeah.
I love that. What kind of animals?
I have farm animals.
Very nice.
But this isn't about me, Lily.
Okay, you're right. Please,
Thank God.
I'll be selfish. Ask me about me. Start talking about me.
Yeah, I've learned a few things in my podcasting career, and it's that I gotta not have great guests only to tell them about me the whole time.
Yeah. Hey, listen,
Yeah.
I love talking about me. So
How
that's
long
great.
did it take you to learn that? 4 years?
And I forget sometimes.
Yeah.
5 years.
Yeah.
Okay, so did you know that I too am Canadian?
I actually didn't know that,
Yeah.
but I can feel it now that you said it.
Well, but like for me to say I'm Canadian is a 1/3 truth.
Okay.
I was born in England. My mom was born in Canada.
Okay.
My dad was born in America.
Got it. So you just lied.
I didn't lie.
You just fully lied.
I'm a Canadian citizen.
Okay.
So it's true. But I'm also an American citizen, and I'm also a British citizen.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. You are
Full Canadian.
full Canadian.
Full. I no dual citizenship, nothing. I'm on a green card. I refuse for as long as humanly possible to remain a Canadian citizen.
You refuse to not remain a Canadian.
No, I refuse to get the dual citizenship.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to be a...
For what reason?
For what reason?
Yeah.
For what reason? Listen, I've had the privilege of traveling to a lot of places in this world, and I just see... Listen, I live in LA. I love LA. I have a lot of American friends, so please, no one get so angry about this, but I've traveled around the world, and I just see how people react to Americans. And I see how they react to a Canadian passport, and it's
Touche.
very different.
Yeah.
It's very different.
There was a time, particularly after we invaded Iraq, that
That'll do it.
That like Americans were putting Canadian flag stickers on their suitcases. and
Well,
stuff
when
like
I
that.
first moved here in 2015, people used to make fun of me a lot for being Canadian. And now there's a lineup outside my house of people wanting to marry me, literally, to become Canadian citizens, literally. So,
Are your parents born in Canada?
no, they were born in India.
Okay, so does that not make you a dual citizen?
No, because they're Canadian citizens. They're not Indian citizens anymore. They immigrated to Canada.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Full Canadian. Don't no matter how you twist it. I'm full Canadian.
Wow. Okay, because I would imagine that I guess they're just not Indian citizens anymore.
No, they were born Indian, but not Indian citizens. No.
Wow.
No.
Like Rosie O'Donnell. When did you leave Canada?
I moved to LA in 2015. So it's been a
2015.
decade, yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. It's been a decade. And you were already like prolific as a public figure before. That's why you moved to LA.
I like that word you used, prolific. That was very good.
Yeah.
That describes me perfectly.
Okay, good.
I was prolific on YouTube, yes, in 2015.
Yeah.
2015 was the year of my first tour as well.
Okay.
And so that was a big year for me. That was a lot of big things happened that year.
And when you were touring in 2015, comedy clubs?
No, it was actually like a variety show. So I did comedy, I did some motivational speaking, I did a little bit of rapping, a little bit of dancing. It was like a variety show. But it was not in clubs. It was my own booked tour. Like my fans for watching me online would come and it was specific to me.
Well, right, but what were the venues?
Theaters, not companies like theaters. Depends on the country. Sometimes
Yeah.
it would be a makeshift something on an island. Sometimes it would be a theater. Sometimes it's a small little, I don't want to say stadium, but sometimes it would be small stadium-esque type things, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
it was pretty cool.
And man, you got on YouTube early.
2010, I got on YouTube. In the time when people were still like, what is this? How do you make money? How can you have a job off this?
Right.
Very unclear still at that time.
How long did it take you to get from 0 subscribers to 1 million subscribers?
Actually, I threw myself a party called a Millie for Lilly, so I actually...
Nice.
That's sick. Yeah.
So I actually vividly remember, I don't remember how long it was, but back then it was harder to get subscribers. Like I vividly remember when I hit 1,000 subscribers. Now you can post literally anything and get 1,000 subscribers, I feel.
Yeah.
No? No?
Not me. I'm posting all day, every day, and not getting shit.
It's just
You're posting on YouTube?
Yeah, shorts. I'm not doing long form.
shorts.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm not
okay,
doing
okay.
long form yet.
Commitment issues?
Yeah.
Literally, that's
All my
it's
life
giving commitment issues.
Yeah,
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. It's all good.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's a lot.
And YouTube was paying a lot more back then too, right?
Well, here's the thing. When I first started making YouTube videos, actually, there wasn't an automatic payment. You would actually have to like put your channel up to be like, can I start monetizing? And you had to be
Okay.
approved. And I remember
Sure.
I got approved like 3 videos in, which made no sense because I had like 70 views, 80 views. So I just concluded that someone thought I was hot and let me monetize my channel. Honestly, there was no other reason.
Yeah.
Now, automatically, there's monetization, but that was not the case in 2010.
Yeah, I don't know if it's automatic, but it's certainly more easy.
You can make some money. See all these creators that have Lamborghinis?
Yeah, right? Have you seen this controversy? I don't want to step in it here, but
But you're going to, it feels like.
Well, the CoffeeZilla. What do you think of him?
I don't even know what that was.
You don't know who CoffeeZilla is?
See, this is another thing about YouTube these days. There could be someone that's 20 million subscribers. I'm like, I don't know them. There's so many people.
I mean, I think CoffeeZilla has got to be like a household name.
I mean, the only reason why I know him is because of you.
Like,
I
I've
didn't
never
know
heard
him
anyone-
before we started talking about him before.
Okay, like when people get in trouble, it's because CoffeeZilla does a like an expose on them. He
Really?
He got Logan Paul in trouble for his crypto zoo thing. Yeah. All right. So you don't know who CoffeeZilla is?
I
No big
don't
deal.
know.
I find him fascinating.
Okay,
And
yeah, I
he
mean, there's
get-
a lot of great creators.
He gets people in trouble.
Did he do one on you?
No.
No.
Not yet.
I'm not a
Not
scammer.
yet.
Yeah, not yet.
He busts scammers.
Oh, okay. Just specifically scammers.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. And so he's like kind of like the internet police.
Sick.
Yeah.
I can see why that's pops off.
Yeah.
I can see why that pops off.
So I got on YouTube 2013,
Okay.
and I concur. It was like,
Different. It was just different. People collaborated with each other. There was collabs back in the day. Remember?
Yeah.
It doesn't happen anymore.
what?
Does it? Not as much. It was like a thing. It was like a rite of passage in
Right.
2010, 2013. You'd hit up, you'd slide in their DMs and be like, would you like to collab with me? So it was like a thing.
Right.
Not as much anymore.
And in Canada, what like you're in Toronto. I went to school in Toronto. I lived there 7th grade and 8th grade.
Oh wow, okay. Toronto's
Yeah.
amazing. It's the best.
Toronto's amazing.
Yeah,
I,
it's the best.
I-
Great food,
Yeah.
great music, super diverse. Depending
Yeah.
on who your audience is, they'll like that or hate that.
Yeah. No, I love it. And did you go? What kind of a school did you go to in Toronto?
High school?
Yeah.
I went to, and I don't say this lightly. I'm not saying this, but like I kind of was raised in like the ghetto.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, it was very rough around the edges. There was a lot of violence in my school. There was like metal detectors at the front of my school.
Wow.
Saw a lot of people get beat up, and getting bottled was a thing. Do you know of this?
But hit with a bottle?
Yeah, it was like a common occurrence. Like so and so's boyfriend got bottled. That was like a common occurrence.
Wow.
Yeah,
Jesus.
just breaking beer bottles on each other's heads. So that's kind of where I grew up. A little bit rough around the edges, which is why I sound like this and why I am the way I am. I'm a little rough around the edges too. I have to code switch a lot.
Man.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And you did you go to college?
I went to university, and I only make that distinction because it's different in Canada. Every time I say it in America, people think I'm being a douchebag, but it's actually different. It's different. University is different.
College is for losers.
Yeah. I went to university. I need to make that abundantly clear. York University is where I went to, and I have a degree in psychology.
York University is in Toronto.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
yeah, North York, Toronto. Yeah.
A degree in psychology.
That's what's up.
Okay, so what did you envision your career being when you went to York University for psychology?
Well, when you get a degree in psychology, all you can envision is having no job, and that's correct. Because what do you do with a psychology degree? Very little. You have to go and specialize and get other things after that.
I mean, that seems like a bona fide path towards becoming a therapist.
Yeah, but you have to do like so much more work after it. So I have a degree in psychology, but then you have to like specialize in a master's in something to become some sort of therapist. I didn't get that far. I have a degree in psychology because that's exactly what my sister did, and I followed her every step of the way when we were growing up.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because she made my parents very proud, and I was like, I want to make them proud too. So I just copied everything she did.
Who doesn't want to make everybody proud? And what better way to make people proud than to quit that nasty habit you've got? And for those ready to quit a nasty habit, man, is Fume coming out with the awesome new product for you. It's not even out until tomorrow, but darn it, I've got my box at home and I'm on tour. So you might get a chance to play with yours before I get a chance to play with mine. It's the Zero device. It's got zero nicotine, zero vapor, zero battery to charge. It's just flavored air, and it comes preloaded with killer flavors that last like 10 days, fully powerful flavor. So when you're trying to drop a bad habit, take zero chances with Fume Zero, starting at just $24.99. And you do this at tryfume.com. One more time, tryfume.com. And let's get back to it. Wow, that's funny. You just have the one sibling?
Yeah, just the one sibling.
And
before I messed it all up by getting into entertainment and being queer, I was making them very proud. It was great, and I was following her footsteps, and I was crushing it. But then I was just like, yeah, I always felt like I wanted to do entertainment. Growing up, I wanted to rap and I wanted to act, and I didn't think it was possible because I just grew up in Toronto, and that wasn't really happening there. You know, I didn't know casting directors. I didn't know how to do that. So when I discovered YouTube in 2010, I was like, this is very interesting. And that's what prompted me to that, and being very lonely and depressed, prompted me to make my first video. And I was like, this is really cool. This is the first time in my life I felt like I can say what I want to say, talk about the things I want to talk about, and there's no gatekeeper, and I feel very liberated. It's cool.
yeah, well, that was my experience almost.
And now I'm taking off my jacket because it's hot.
Yeah, good.
Good. Now this is going to be a stripping podcast now. Fantastic.
How long did you have your YouTube channel before you branded it Superwoman?
I started because I'm a fool that doesn't understand copyright. I started it as Superwoman. So my very first video, I called myself. I vividly remember being in my parents' basement and being like, username. Yeah, Superwoman sounds really good. And that's a testament to how much I didn't think it was going to go somewhere. Because that's a very copyrighted name, and it has screwed me so many times. Yes. I had to actually proactively reach out to DC when I realized that my shit was popping off. I was like, let me proactively reach out so they don't sue me for $10 million. And we figured out a little something.
Wow,
But there's a reason I don't call myself Superwoman anymore.
Wow.
Yeah.
So DC was cool.
DC, I will say, DC was cool. They were cool. They could have sued me for $10 million. They didn't.
Wow, and that like, did they want something?
Yep, they did. They didn't want $10 million though.
Oh, so you had to pay, they wanted an amount of money.
But there was an exchange. There was an exchange of
Wow.
monetary values, yes.
Wow.
But it was kind, in my opinion, compared to what it could have been.
Like, how successful were you at that point?
Well, I knew it was an issue because I kept getting comments that's like, when I Google Superwoman, like, you come up. So I was overtaking their character that they had, and so like
SEO, yeah.
Yeah, and like when you Googled Superwoman merch, like my merch would come up, and so it was becoming a.
Were you using like a superhero logos?
No, but I was doing this, which is the S.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So it's not the same, but it's like not far off.
Yeah,
also,
yeah.
So you know.
Did you have like a representative reach out to DC on your behalf?
I had a lawyer reach out. Yeah.
Wow, that's super interesting.
But what's interesting is that I had the foresight to be like, you know what, let me be proactive about this. It was like 1 or 2 years into it, and I was like, this I feel like is going to be a problem.
And ultimately you unbranded it.
Yeah, I unbranded for those reasons, but also because, and I'm going to have to name drop here, and I apologize, I don't mean to, but I absolutely am going to. My hero, mentor, idol, Dwayne Johnson, also advised me to go back to Lilly.
Wow.
Yes, he was like, you're never going to own Superwoman. You need to call yourself Lilly. And I was like, I will do whatever you say.
I'm super glad that you name dropped Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah, I mean, it's what I do daily.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love that.
I'm trying to always name drop Dwayne
you
Johnson.
got,
because you know, but also, no, but listen.
have you ever heard someone say that? Oh, hey, you got a bunch of names on the floor. You drop you to pick them up.
No, I will say because he has experience.
That. That's amazing.
With The Rock, he has experience in this field.
Sure.
Because he owns The Rock.
Oh, he owns The Rock.
He owns The Rock.
What brought you to be friends with The Rock?
I, growing up, was obsessed with him. Like, his poster was all over my wall. I was probably the person I've idolized the most in my life. Huge wrestling fan. Just loved his charisma. I learned a lot about, like, work ethic, his charisma, the way he entertains. I learned a lot from him. And I just, would talk about him in my videos, and his daughter watched my videos and was a fan, and those pieces got connected, and we met one day, and he's just been so lovely every time I've seen him.
Yeah, because I saw him post something with Jelly Roll, or Jelly Roll posted. There was a collab post or something, and like they were saying they were meeting for the first time, but they'd been bros texting for the last 10 years.
10 years?
Yeah,
I saw that.
That's
Yeah,
wild.
10 years, and I'm like, okay, 10 years ago, Jelly Roll wasn't like,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
what's going on here? Yeah. So was it Dwayne's daughter reached out to you?
Well, no, it was... Was it? No, it was him. He tweeted, back when Twitter was a thing, he responded to one of my tweets. And then we exchanged. He's like, my daughter's a big fan, and that's how I found it. He told me.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
I was on like some radio show, and then somehow patched in at the same, or I was on the radio and they patched in The Rock, and they were like, hey, we're talking to Steve-O. He goes, yeah, fellow University of Miami. He knew that I had gone to the University of Miami.
Nice.
He knew that I had gone to clown college. Like, was very, very generous.
Drop those names. Let's go, Steve.
Yeah.
Drop them names.
Very, very cool.
He's cool.
Any other like just random like crazy huge celebrities that reached out?
I mean, listen, when I made YouTube videos, I used to do something called the 12 collabs of Christmas. Back when collabs were a thing, every Christmas I would post these 12 surprise collaboration videos. I've shot with a lot of really cool people. So I actually helped Dwayne launch his YouTube channel.
Nice.
I also, the day Will Smith got Instagram, he came to my house to shoot a collab as well.
Nice.
So I feel like I was like in that era of shepherding people into social media and YouTube. That was like kind of my role. I've shot with Charlize Theron. I've shot with Hilary Duff. I've done one with Alicia Keys. So I've gotten to shoot with a lot of really cool people because they were just fascinated in 2010 and 2012 and at that time about whatever YouTube was.
And now more and more, like people are migrating over to the digital space.
Well, I will say YouTube TV is actually the most watched thing on televisions in family rooms in America.
Okay, I think
More than streamers.
I think I'm going to correct you here. You don't have to have YouTube TV. Any old YouTube account You download the regular.
Yeah.
old-
What I mean is that on the TV,
Yeah,
the
100%.
device of a
Yeah.
TV in a family, not just on the phone, on
Yeah,
the actual TV,
100%.
it is the most viewed stream thing.
Right, but when you say YouTube TV,
Correct,
what you're
yeah.
referring to is
Yeah.
a subscription service
Yeah,
that'll
you're
provide.
right.
Whereas
School me, Steve. Oh, school me on YouTube. Let's
Yeah.
go.
every single TV these days is a smart TV.
Yeah.
It comes preloaded with the YouTube app. So every single person just can log into their YouTube
Yeah.
account and watch TV. And so it is true.
Yeah.
Like the biggest streamer that actually streams on television sets in the living room is YouTube, and by a wide margin.
Correct. Absolutely.
Like you would think Netflix was the most streamed on television. It's not even close.
it
That
makes
would've
you
been my
you
guess.
think why I ever evolved past YouTube. I don't know. I'm
Yeah.
stupid.
I mean, now with that said, just because YouTube is the most streamed doesn't mean that, you're going to necessarily get anywhere.
Right.
Like, but it's a big deal.
It's a different playground for sure. But it is, yes, it is. I think a lot of people don't realize that. They sleep on that, but YouTube is the most watched.
Yeah, 100%. You said you've got a sex comedy. Maybe it was before we.
Yeah, what a segue. That was definitely before we pressed record. And now you're like, so you've got a sex comedy.
Well, it made me interested when you said I moved past YouTube.
Oh, yeah, I was trying to give a segue into this
It
100%.
it made me interested in presumably your sex comedy
Yes,
that's
yes.
forthcoming.
Yes.
Is not a YouTube project.
It's not a YouTube project, no.
So where
Yeah. Thank you for catching my segue. I appreciate you.
Yeah.
I just put. So you saw what I did there, right? Just,
Yeah.
Thank you. Yes, I have a movie coming out. It's called Doing It. It is my first feature.
First sex comedy?
First feature, actually, that I'm the lead of and that I wrote and produced. So it's
Wow.
a trifecta that's
Oh,
very
wow.
important to me.
Okay.
It's-
So we're acting.
We're acting.
We're writing.
Yeah. We're producing,
and we're
unfortunately,
producing.
on the last one, yes, as well. I hate producing.
Oh,
I'm not
yeah?
a fan of producing. I like to be on set, finish it, say goodbye. The producing, it's like then you're talking about music rights and trailer approvals, and
Budgets.
it's terrible. It's truly terrible. I know that's a producer. It's terrible. It's the worst.
Right.
But yes, it's a sex comedy, which is quite a pivot from the content I did on YouTube because I did back to school videos and sketches as my parents, and this is gonna be Lily is grown now, and Lily's talking about other stuff, but it's about a 30-something-year-old virgin who finds herself teaching sex ed. So it's a fish out of water story. It is a female-forward sex comedy, which is very rare, I feel. Most sex comedies are pretty dude, bro. And the
Okay.
virgin is not the butt of the joke. She's not the butt of the joke. I think it's really going to be really meaningful to a lot of people, but girls and women
It's
especially.
called Doing It.
Doing It.
And that's a sexual reference.
Absolutely, it is.
Doing it.
Doing it.
And teaching sex ed.
Mm-hmm.
That is like you get the bananas out and you learn how to
Yeah,
put the
yeah.
condom on the banana. Is there a scene for that? And
That's, I think, what you think of when you think of sex ed,
Yeah.
right? So yes, we kind of reference
there's a
that a
banana
little
scene.
bit. There's a banana on the poster,
okay.
but there's not a banana scene because
Okay.
here's the thing: do you know that even still today, a lot of schools don't teach sex ed, and a lot of parents are mad about sex ed, and they don't want certain things. It's actually wild. I talked to a lot of teachers in prepping for this movie, and the amount of teachers that are like, our parents will riot if we teach these kids anything about sex, which is crazy.
Why do you think that is, though? That's insane.
And that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I feel like, wouldn't you want your kid to be knowledgeable and safe and understand
Yeah,
consent
absolutely.
and all those things? But you'd be surprised. Not only do they not want to teach about sex, but don't even get me started on they want it to be like super hetero, even if they do talk about
Yeah.
it. They don't want to talk about queerness in schools. They don't want girls to learn about their bodies. They don't want women to learn about pleasure.
They want
it's
everyone to be
wild.
like Carrie. Where she gets her period and has
Yes,
no idea what it is,
exactly.
and she thinks
and just
that
a murder
she's-
scene.
Oh.
Yep, absolutely. But it's pretty wild. Till this day, it's a thing. Even in the schools I live near, it's a thing. It's
Yeah.
wild.
I mean, like if you're gonna like compile a list of crazy things, like that's on there.
You're like, it's not the number one. But
Right.
to be fair, and I'm gonna have to be like woman for a second here. I feel like dude bros, the pressure's less for you guys. It is less. What is happening?
What's that?
What?
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're good.
My publicist broke the shoot, guys. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I felt like I was suffocating.
Yeah, no, you're good.
I
Totally
meant
good.
the beeping. Is that because of the door's open, the keys in the ignition?
Yeah.
Roll the window down.
Yeah, go ahead and
Yeah.
turn on the ignition, get the AC going.
Yeah, turn it on.
Yeah, fire it up.
Up the audio?
No, we're good.
My publicist broke the shoot. I'm sorry.
My bad. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, it's all good.
2 out?
No,
Are you
no,
sure?
Nah, we've
no.
done it before.
See, there's clearly no producer on this shoot.
Vinny is a big time producer, and by all means, run that. But let's clip
Yeah,
this part out.
Yeah, 24 mark. I'll tell Paul.
Are you good?
Yeah,
You
sick.
good?
Paul, cut that out.
Paul's gonna be like, dude, that was like the.
Is Paul the editor? Is Paul your editor?
You know
Yeah.
what? I was like, Paul, do whatever the hell you want. Paul's 100%. That stays in. Dude,
Yeah.
come on, that's the.
Dude, that's the real moment.
Yeah, for sure. That's what it's about, man. Intimacy. For the record, Paul did think that was the best part. He just loved it so much. And also, for the record, intimacy is even better if you do a better job. And that's why BlueChew is so helpful to so many men, like myself. Why is it helpful? Because it's got the same active ingredient as both Viagra and Cialis, except it only costs a fraction of the price, and it's chewable and delicious. Plus, you can get an entire month's supply absolutely for free. You just pay $5 for shipping, and that is if you go to BlueChew.com and use the promo code STEVO. I do endorse this for men who could use a little bit of help in the bedroom. It helps men have better sex. So if you think you could use some help, then one more time, go to BlueChew.com and use the promo code STEVO to get an entire month's supply of BlueChew tablets absolutely for free. All you pay is $5 for shipping. And with that, let's get back to it.
I'm really learning the things you're passionate about. I'm fascinated.
Yeah, well, I feel strongly about a lot of things.
But not sex ed.
Well, I mean, like to me,
Did you
Like-
learn sex ed in school? Let's talk about that. You did?
I did. I went to a very privileged
Okay.
school, the American school in London, England.
Okay. So they
And
taught you about sex?
We had sex ed, yeah.
Like as a full class or just like one session?
I believe it was health class. We had health class, and there was a portion of that health class was devoted to sex ed.
I had one session. I didn't have a class. I had one session with the gym teachers. They divided it's another thing. They divide the boys and girls. And like you're not allowed to learn about each other. You're just gonna learn separately, which is weird.
Yeah.
It was the gym teacher, and I only have one memory, which is a girl in class raised her hand and said, "What if a penis is literally the size of this pencil and it just slips out?" And I will never forget the teacher looked at her and said, "Then you shouldn't take it." I swear to God, that's the only memory I have.
It slips out
Yeah.
of what?
A vagina. She's like, "What if the guy's penis is like this pencil and it's so small and just slips out and won't stay inside?" And the teacher, in all seriousness, was just like, "Then you shouldn't take it.
You shouldn't take it, meaning
Yeah.
what?
Ouch.
Like,
Don't have sex with that person."
oh, okay.
Yeah, that was the only lesson I learned in sex ed. That one
Okay.
session.
I think that teenage pregnancy is like a reason enough alone to require sex.
Yeah,
You should
totally.
like
For sure.
you should get in there and you should scare the living bejesus out of these kids with horrific images.
No, no, that's what they do already.
I know, but it's like, hey, if you want this to happen to your junk, then go ahead and
Yeah, but
rob-
they kind of did the same with the Dare program though, where they would show like the horrific images with like drugs and stuff.
See,
and
the
that,
horrific
like,
images also don't work. If you're talking about pregnancy, it doesn't work on boys. That's a problem, right? They think that they can't be touched and that there's not enough. What needs to happen is you need to teach them about consent because that's
Okay.
where
Yep.
like the abuse and all
like
the like
that.
stuff. Yeah, you need consent.
yeah.
Any parent that doesn't want to teach your kids about consent, you really got to ask yourself why. That's crazy.
For sure.
That's crazy.
Yeah. You know, I was, 15 years old, like sitting there, like in a situation, like my first time I kissed a girl. And it was like very, very clear, I think, that the girl was like, well, this fucking kid stop being such a fucking pussy and just do it, but I was like, just like, like too nervous, too scared, and just sat there for like literally like 3 hours, just not summoning up the courage.
And
to
I'm
make
assuming
that
when you
move.
say pussy, you mean super strong and dope, or and not weak, or did you mean to say penis? I think you meant to say like a fucking penis. You
Yeah.
were okay. God, sorry.
Right,
I just
right.
wanted to
I was
edit
being-
this in real
yeah,
time.
yeah,
I was being a wimp.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, I don't know, like, that was just my experience, you know. Like I was so like
It's
scared.
scary. It's scary for everyone.
So I'm trying to
That's
figure
like
out.
me nowadays. I'm still.
Me too. Me too.
I'm
but
still sitting there for
that's
3
why the
hours, like
movie's
contemplating life.
But that's why the movie's about a 30-something girl, because I think we have this idea that you figure it out at a certain age. But I know so many people in their 30s that are like, I don't know what I'm doing still. Like I'm still scared. I'm still nervous. I still don't know how to have the conversation. I don't know the right words. Like we're all just making it up. Just teach us. Teach the kids. Make better adults.
Yeah.
You know?
Right. And I just wonder where to like. Is there just like a difference? There's some people that aren't like me and Vinny, and they're just like, oh, that's it. I'm just going in.
Oh,
You know,
for
and they
sure.
just don't have like that, like that block.
You mean like a confident man like that? I've
I
never
mean,
met
I
one.
don't know.
I've never met one.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't know. I mean, I don't know. But
Yeah, I'm so envious of people that are just so, I don't feel awkward about this. I feel super confident. I can totally make the first move. I wish I could be like that.
right. I've not had a relationship.
Period.
What in you know, as far as I can remember, where my partner wasn't like, hey, like, just you know, do you want to like make things more like freaky, more like exciting? Like, I feel like you're not comfortable. But I'm like, no, I'm good. I'm good. Like,
Do you get that a lot because of all the crazy shit you've done? I'm sure.
Dude,
Maybe.
it just happened to me recently where the chick was like, it kind of frustrates me that you're so intimidated by me.
Yeah.
And I was just like, what? No, I'm not intimidated. I'm just being respectful.
Oh, I would
You
have
know,
never
like-
guessed that from meeting you two. That's very vulnerable and honest. I appreciate that a lot.
yeah.
Yeah.
So do you feel like the women are the ones that are kind of dominating and leading in that way?
Well, like they're wanting me to be more open about like what turns me on. Like you feel like you're uncomfortable about it or something, you know. And historically, I've had issues with like just being what do you say like with one partner, like just kind of like losing that passion,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know, and getting to a point, it's gotten to a point at times where I've like not even been able to get the job done because it's just like,
I'm
you
loving
know.
the honesty here. This
Yeah.
is some good honesty. Okay.
So-
No toxic masculinity in this RV.
Yeah. So when you're in a situation as a guy and like you know have like call it burnout, you know, and like you can't get the job done, like that's I think typically very difficult for a woman, and she's like, hey, what am I not doing to make this exciting for you? Please tell me something.
Because women are fixers. They're like, it must be
Yeah.
me. It must be something to do with
Right.
me. What do I have to change?
If I gotta dress up funny, if I gotta like to
up
do some
funny.
weird
Funny. Dress up funny. Hey, whatever floats
You
your
know,
boat, man.
if I gotta put my finger in a place that like we haven't put it before, you know, like if
You
there's
see,
something
this is
that,
why I love women. They take on every burden.
yeah, if there's anything I can do to make it to you know like tell me what you want, tell me what you're, and I'm like, oh no, like
Oh, no, dude, just some standard procedure.
yeah,
Wow,
so I don't
okay.
know. Now like would that fit in? So to explain to me like the sex ed the movie
Well,
delves
so
into.
the character I play, Maya, she's a virgin, so she has little experience. So she's kind of learning along with her students, but she's realizing that the curriculum is very, very what we talked about, the banana, scaring them, not really teaching them about pleasure, not teaching them about queerness. And so she takes it upon herself to be like, let me try to teach them the things I wish I learned, that I would have less trauma if I actually learned these things. And she tries to, and of course, the school board gets really mad, parents get really mad. So she's kind of trying to help these kids while helping herself and going on this journey of her also figuring out her sexuality. And so it's a raunchy comedy, but it has a really good message and really good narrative, and I hope it helps people.
Where does it take place?
It's ambiguous. We shot
Okay.
it in Toronto, though, which is
Okay.
great because I'm from Toronto. My mom actually helped on the movie. My mom helped on the sex comedy. She's the cultural consultant because we have some scenes that take place in India, and we mirrored them off my mom's classroom and my mom's school uniforms and all that stuff. So
Cool.
she helped with the movie. Now, me and my mom, I've never been given the talk, and the first time we had the talk was during this movie at the age of
yeah.
35.
Yeah.
It was
The talk,
literally-
like the birds and the bees
yeah,
talk.
yeah. The closest thing I got was I was like, Mom, someone at school told me she got her period and I don't understand. And my mom was like, people get their periods and that means you can get pregnant if you have sex with a guy. And I was like,
All right,
that's all I got.
That's
which was,
birds and the bees.
Yeah.
Did you say what sex?
No, I was too scared. I just
Okay.
ran to the bathroom and immediately checked if I got my period. That's
Oh,
literally,
nice.
what I did. I was like, this conversation will summon my period. But when I was writing this movie, at the age of 35, I finished writing this movie. I vividly remember it was 2 weeks before the writer's strike. I was working on it, and I finally finished the last draft hours before the writer's strike.
You knew that the writer's strike was coming?
Yes, it was already announced. It was coming at midnight. I was like, at 11, I was like, I need to submit the script.
You were already registered in the guild?
Yeah, I was part of the guild and all the things. And I was like, I gotta submit the script. And I FaceTimed my mom to ask her permission if I could do this movie at the age of 35. And my mom was like, well, what's in the movie? And I was like, okay. And I look at the clock is ticking, 20 minutes left. I gotta submit the script. I'm like, there's, sex, there's masturbation, I'm using a vibrator, And my mom goes, do you use a vibrator? And I was like, no, don't ask me these questions. It was terrible. And then she said the sweetest thing to me. She said, if you think it's fine to do, then do it. And it was the sweetest thing
That's
my mom has
great.
ever said.
I love that.
Yeah.
Now, having said this, neither of my parents have seen the movie. And I'm quite scared about the Indian uncles and aunties that are going to see, because I'd be doing some shit in the movie.
All right.
I'd be doing some stuff. It's a
What's
little out of my
what's the
comfort zone.
rating of the movie?
It goes there. It's not rated yet, but I'm assuming it's going to be pretty. I'd be shocked if it's not. There's a penis in there, so it should be R. Did you know with the penis, though,
wow.
also, I mean, this might not be news to you, but the rating changes based on if the
If it's
penis
hard-
is
if
soft
it's hard
or hard.
or not. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, you knew this. You're like, yeah. Wow.
Day
No
one.
one else. You knew this like the back of your head.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
So if the penis is hard, the rating is like R.
Yeah,
right?
well, at the very least, NC-17.
Yeah.
If you can't have an R-rated movie with a hard.
Don't
dog.
even get me started on the penis in this movie.
Right
It's a
now,
prosthetic
it is.
penis.
It sounds like the movie not being rated could have implications on whatever the final edit turns out to be.
Well, the edit is locked. It's the rating is because
If they come back with NC-17, that's like the box office like death blow, because
I don't want to hear this.
possible that this is something you don't want to hear, which is that there's a strong chance the food you're feeding your dog sucks, and that your dog will be healthier and live longer if you switch to Ollie like I did with Moon Pie. Ollie is nutrient-dense, fresh, healthy food that comes in protein-packed flavors like beef with sweet potato, turkey with blueberries, all this great stuff that you keep in the fridge that comes to you packed with dry ice, so it's totally refrigerated all the way to your door. And if you want to try it, then you're going to get a crazy good deal, because you go to ollie.com, that's ollie.com/Stevo. You give a little bit of information about your dog so that they can cater the diet to your dog's specific needs, and you're off to the races. And you got a 100% happiness guarantee with your first box. If your dog doesn't love it, if you don't love it, send it back. There's a full 100% refund, your money back. But I think it's very unlikely for that to happen, because if your dog loves it as much as mine do, then they're going to be very, very happy. And they're probably going to be healthier than with the crap that most people feed their dogs. So it's a very good idea to switch, and you get a huge discount on your subscription if you go to ollie.com/Stevo and use the promo code Stevo at checkout. Again, 100% happiness guarantee, so you got nothing to lose, and you and your dog have everything to gain. So one more time, ollie.com/Stevo and use the promo code Stevo. Now let's ride this baby all the way home. NC-17, R-rated means that parents can bring their kid. Like NC-17, no longer can parents bring their kid. Like it's like a guardian. That's what I understand to be the case.
I will report back and let you
And
know.
that's why, like in the MPAA, Motion Picture Association of America, when they do their rating issue, if it comes back NC-17, typically there's going to be unlock the edit, make
There's no money to unlock anything, so it is what
okay.
it is. There's no money to unlock anything whatsoever.
Address the notes and get it to R, not NC-17.
But who is saying that? Studio? Whatever we
Yeah,
don't
but just because
we're independent film, baby.
All right.
Independently financed, independent film. We're gonna make the call.
Okay, well that's good. And do you? Where's this
In theaters.
in theaters?
On the big screen. On the big
That's
screen, you'll
sick.
see it. Yeah, it's gonna be
Good for
sick.
you.
But I do
Yeah.
want to tell you about this penis real quickly, can I?
Sure.
I would love nothing more to tell you about this penis because it's a prosthetic penis.
Okay.
And it is on my co-star whose name is Utkarsh Ambedkar, who's a South Indian. You know Utkarsh?
I know Utkarsh
Yeah.
super well.
Love Utkarsh. So Utkarsh in the movie, we have a few intimate scenes, but
Oh
in
my
real
God.
life, he's like my brother. So it was,
not gonna
we had
lie,
to go into a different headspace for sure.
I love him so much.
Yeah, he's amazing. So it's his penis, his prosthetic, and you know, he's of a darker complexion. He's like, you know.
He's completely
Yes,
Indian.
completely, exactly. So I get the first edit of this movie, and when I see the prosthetic penis on set, I was telling the guy, the prosthetic penis handler, I was like, this is obviously very light for Utkarsh. And he's like, well, it's
light.
yes,
and-
color.
I did
Tone,
that-
the skin-
I wouldn't know that.
Yeah.
But I was like, obviously the color of this doesn't match. And he's like, well, I've done whatever I can do with makeup and the rest will have to be fixed in post. And I remember asking him, I was like, you're sure that this is not going to be an issue? And he's like, no, they can fix it in post. I get edit one of this movie and, you know, it goes from Utkarsh's face and then the next shot is of the penis. And I'm like, that is a white man's penis. There's no way that penis is Utkarsh's penis. The number of notes, I had to make a mood board of darker penises to send the editor because they kept sending back a pink penis. And then we talk about representation. This is what we mean. This is what we mean. I had to ask Utkarsh if it was the right color.
Oh yeah, wow.
Yeah. And he's like, I have to delete all these texts before my wife sees them. I had to send him pictures of penises. This is what I'm dealing
Amazing.
with on a sex comedy. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
It's pretty rad. The Utkarsh. So he's your
He's not my main love interest, but he's like my high school sweetheart in the movie.
is he second billing?
You mean like not one of the mains? Is that what leads
Well,
something?
second like billing is the order in which
Yeah.
the stars are listed.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you're obviously the
Ooh.
first.
I don't know. I have to check. He has a pretty small role in it, so I would assume he's second or less.
Right. Okay.
I'm selfish. I want my name to be first.
Well,
That's
of
all I
course,
can
it's
say.
your
for
movie.
sure.
Yes, absolutely. Yes.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
your movie.
Yeah.
But Utkarsh
But there's a lot of cool people in the movie, actually. Mary
Yeah.
Holland. I don't know if you know Mary Holland.
I don't know Mary Holland.
You'll see if you see her face, you'd know it's Stephanie Beatrice and Anna Gasteyer in it from iconic role in Mean Girls as the mom as well. So there's a lot of we actually shot in the same high school as Mean Girls too for some of it.
Is it rude to ask what the budget was for?
Not
for
at
the-
all.
Yeah.
Am I allowed to say what the budget? I don't even know. A couple million, like under 7 million, under 6 million.
All right.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a legit ass movie.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And was there an intermediary? A lot of times, independent films will get what do you call it? Negative pickup, which means that it's been filmed, it's been created, and then a studio will buy it after the fact to bring it into the theaters.
No, the studio did not buy it. We are also actually someone has obtained the rights, so we are partnering with someone to distribute
Is that
it.
Lionsgate?
No, it's Aura Entertainment.
All right.
But I will honestly tell you that something that has been frustrating in this process is that there's so many amazing sex comedies. There's 40-Year-Old Virgin. There's Bridesmaid. There's our
Knocked
iconic,
Up.
so many iconic films. For
I
some
love
reason,
that there's a distinction between a romantic comedy and a sex
yeah,
comedy.
yeah,
yeah.
exactly, right.
Yeah.
But I
Because
will tell you, one of the things that irked me, the feedback we got after this movie, is because it's very much so in the vein of 40-Year-Old Virgin, was that because I'm in it, it's too niche. And so that was feedback that really irked me because sex is universal and the things we're talking about are universal, but now it's like a brown person that's doing it. So I'm like, 40-Year-Old Virgin's not niche. Like Bridesmaids is not niche.
I mean, I just think
I
that
hate the word niche also. I just hate it.
Right. I think that given the culture, the culture and the dynamic with your parents, they haven't seen the movie. Like, I think that it's just there's so much potential for amazing comedy in this subject matter
Exactly.
with your
With
Indian
my background,
culture.
exactly.
For sure.
It's like 1 in 4 people on this planet are South Asian. The culture invented the Kama Sutra. Like, what are we
What?
talking about here?
1 in 4 people on the planet is
South
South
Asian.
Asian.
Yeah.
And man, I couldn't believe that the a quarter of the planet is also Muslim.
There's a lot. A lot of brown people, a lot of South Asians, a lot of Muslims. So I'm like, I don't like the word niche. Because statistically speaking, any exec that says that to me, they're probably niche.
Okay.
It's true though.
I mean, that
It's
sounds
true,
like that this is what we call a chip on the shoulder.
Correct. I absolutely have this chip on my shoulder.
Right.
Yours is global warming, climate change. This is mine.
Yeah.
This is my chip on the shoulder.
The
I deal with this every day.
it's really interesting too that you make this point of the staggering representation of the South Asian, and the I know that with China, that the movie industry, that's why Richard Gere can't make movies anymore, because he's very proactive in politically trying to defend Tibet. Is that right? Tibet. And it's China's bullies Tibet. And so China's mad at Richard Gere, but China represents so much of the box office revenue for a movie that if somebody's not cool with China, they're not cool with Hollywood. And I wonder, with China representing so much of the box office revenue, you got to believe that India is no joke either.
Yeah, I mean, of course, language is a thing. Everyone, for the most part, in India English is the main language. So is Hindi. And India has so many languages. There's 60 plus languages across India. So that's where it gets a little complicated. But yes, I feel like constantly people are sleeping on the South Asian population in terms of an audience.
Right. What was there have been multiple movies that were Crazy Rich Asians. Mm-hmm. Was that...
It's the different Asian than me, but still valid.
Right.
Yeah.
What's give me an example of a movie the Slumdog Millionaire.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was super.
That's a common example. But yeah, if we got more chances to make movies, there'd be more references to make. But right now it's Slumdog Millionaire. There was RRR that was nominated for an Oscar song as well.
Slumdog Millionaire was made for a minuscule budget independently and just blew up like that.
Are you asking me or telling me?
Yeah, I'm asking you.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know what the budget of Slumdog Millionaire was, but I understand why that movie popped off, because it's an amazing movie and I love the movie, but it's also aligns with people's understanding of what they think India is also. You know what I mean? Because it's a story about poverty and these poor kids, and it's easier
I've
for
been
people
to
to digest
India
that.
multiple times.
Really?
And
so you'll know there's a lot of very wealthy people in India.
understood.
Too. Yeah.
Understood. But there's also stark poverty.
Totally. There's both. There's both.
Right, and I mean, I think disproportionately more poverty. But you just can't have that many.
They're both. They're right next to each other. That's
right.
There's no middle class. It's there's both.
Yeah, and I mean, that's not a judgment on any level. I just remember it being, it kind of weighing on me, kind of weighing on my conscience, wow, what did I ever do to be so lucky, when you're confronted with that. And I think that, from a philosophical perspective, that India, that they're better off in not hiding away the elderly people, not I think that there's much more empathy there, because
in terms of elderly people and stuff. Yeah,
yeah,
that's culturally. You take care of your elders.
Yeah, here it's a party foul to be elderly, and that it's to be in someone's sight line is uncool, and they need to be hidden away in a nursing home.
Community is big in Indian culture.
Yeah.
Community, being there for each other, being there for your family, that's a really big thing. So yeah.
Right.
The idea of putting your parents into a nursing home or something, that would never be the case.
Yeah.
Of kicking your kids out of the house, getting them to pay rent,
Right.
also not the case. We're very tight-knit family. Growing up, it used to irk me, but as an adult, I'm thank God. Thank God,
Right.
this is great.
With religion, I feel that I saw that you ceased to be formally religious in favor of spirituality.
Yes, I'm not the biggest fan of organized religion. Now, I did grow up in a Sikh family, and I do believe in a lot of tenets of Sikhism. And I'm not super vocal.
Sikh being S-I-K-H.
Correct. Yes, exactly.
Not
more commonly pronounced Sikh, but the correct pronunciation is Sikh.
Right. I'm glad I made the clarification.
Yeah, no,
you said I
100%.
grew up in a Sikh family.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do believe in God, and I'm very spiritual, and I believe in some tenets of the religion. But here's the thing: I learned very early on, when you're a public figure and you start talking about religion, only bad things happen. That's what I've learned.
Right.
It's just that's just one part of my life where I'm I don't need your opinion about this. My relationship with God, I just don't need your 2 cents about it.
There you go.
Yeah.
I love that.
Because I used to get crazy comments like, how could you be religious but wear a tank top? How, like, stupid sexist stuff. I'm like, what? Like, religion is not about telling people what they can and cannot do. I just don't fundamentally believe that. It's
Right.
not about hating other people and finding reasons to hate them. So I'm like, I don't need your 2 cents on this.
Yeah, I just have one position that I'm like pretty, like I won't back off of. You know, I'll say on one hand, I think that if you take like people who are really like religious in an organized religion sense, I believe that they're generally happier people than those who are without religion. You know, faith, I believe,
Yeah.
is a common denominator for having more purpose, having more
I agree.
happiness.
Yep.
You know, having a better life. With that said, I deeply love people of all faiths. And so the suggestion that my dear friends who are of Muslim faith, you know, like are going to hell because they just, it's not part of their program to accept Jesus Christ as their savior. I take the position that if heaven is all it's cracked up to be, I'd love to check it out, but I'm not going without everybody who I love.
Yeah, exactly.
So looks like I'm going to hell.
And I respect that and applaud it. I agree. I think too many times religion is used for how do we other, how do we hate, how do we
Right.
say you're wrong. I don't think that's what it's about.
My dad had a little dabbling in religion bit. And then he decided that it wasn't for him with the Christianity. And then he got a little nervous. He says, all right, well, I don't want to like spend the rest of my life like going this route. So like, how do I get myself off the hook? You know, like he needed to, this is the way my dad is. And so he got very, very deep into like theology and like studying. He befriended this pastor in England who was either fluent in Aramaic and Greek so as to be able to like read the original scripts of the scriptures for the Bible, or he was just aware of like the original meanings. But this pastor maintains that there's only one line in the Bible, and that's the English translation of the Bible, which creates this whole, like, you're going to hell if you don't accept Jesus. That line being, Jesus says, I am the way, I'm the light, the only way to my Father is through me. But this pastor guy says that one line, absolutely equally valid translation of that one line from the Aramaic source writing is, now that I have come to share my teachings, it will be easier to find God. Meaning that there's no like no necessity for there to be any kind of exclusionary of like, I'm the only one, you're going to hell if you don't accept me. And so my church of choice is called the Self-Realization Fellowship, where their opening prayer they say, Heavenly Father, Divine Mother, Beloved God, saints of all religions, we bow to you all. And just, it's inclusive.
That's amazing.
That's sick.
That is sick.
They had me at the opening prayer when I was taken there in rehab. And I was like, wow, I'm not mad at religion anymore.
Wow.
You know?
You're like a complex guy, huh? I'm
Yeah.
learning a lot about you.
Well, thanks.
Yeah.
I care about stuff.
I get that, yeah. That's sick. That's excellent.
Yeah.
Very good.
Okay, in your movie,
Yeah?
is it explained why your character is a virgin in her 30s?
Yes. It's the fact that she was raised in a pretty reserved culture and family. And so a threat that a lot of immigrant parents make, so my mom made this threat to me many, many times growing up, was, if you don't behave, I'm going to send you to India. Every kid gets, I'm going to send you to India if you don't behave. I'm going to send you to India. No one actually does it, but in the movie, my mom does it. So I get in trouble, my character gets in trouble. She's caught with a guy, kind of fooling around with a guy in high school. Her mom gets so upset and sends her to India. So she then finishes her schooling in India, and she grows up in a very reserved, she gets scared. And this is and I won't just say, it's not just an Indian problem. In most cultures, girls are taught to be scared of sex. Like, don't talk to guys, you're going to get pregnant, you get your period, you can't mess around. Like, fear, fear, fear. Everything is fear-based.
Sure.
So it's a commentary on how we instill fear into our girls. We don't want to educate them. We don't want to empower them. And then they grow into these women that are flinching at the idea of sex and feel so uncomfortable with their bodies and don't know exactly what you said in a nutshell. They meet a guy who does anything. They're like, how can I fix it? Something's wrong with me. How do I fix this? Because I'm the problem and I don't. And that's exactly what it turns into. So it is explained in the movie. And I think it's a really relatable thing for a lot of women.
Yeah.
Getting my period was like the scariest moment. It's science, it's biology, but I was like, oh my God, if I hold hands with a guy, I'll get pregnant. I thought that for so long. If I sit on a guy's lap, my mom always said, if I ever see you sitting on a guy's lap, I will be so mad. So for so many years, I was like, that's how you get pregnant.
Wow.
I have 2 questions based on what you just said.
Yeah.
Number 1, there's a scene where you get caught fooling around and you're in high school.
Mm-hmm.
Like, do we see that's you playing a younger version of you, or
No, it's another actress.
Oh, okay.
Yes. It's
All
another
right.
actress. It's another. Yeah. I
So
like
then
that you think I could look that young though, but no. It's another actress.
Okay. And so how many younger versions are there? You've got one for high school.
There's just one younger version. There's just
Okay.
me and then a younger version.
So
of
the
me.
first time we see the character, it's
a younger
teenager.
version. Yep.
Like sort of
Yep.
puberty age.
Yep.
Okay, second question. You get sent to India in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
You said that a lot of scenes are filmed in India.
Some scenes, yeah. In India.
Okay, and that was my question.
Yeah,
Was that-
yeah.
what
In
was it?
Toronto. Shot for India.
So is that's being careful not to show like external
Yeah,
shots?
most of it happens in the school or in like the grandmother's house. There's like one external shot that I think plays really well. And again, I had my mom there being like, does this look like it would play? And she was like, yeah. So we mirrored it off my mom's classroom, my mom's school uniforms,
Good.
all the things. So
Yeah,
I think it's, and again, it's a small portion of the movie, but
Right.
I think it sells as India.
I think, yeah, you know what? Like, I buy it.
And even if it doesn't, it's an independent film and you'll let it go because we did not have that much money or time.
Yeah, I mean, bringing a production to India is not a small
That's tough.
task.
Yeah. Like I go, listen, this is not a huge budget film. This was a
Right.
labor of love over 7 years. A lot of people put
Over
their blood.
7
Yeah,
years.
7 years took
Wow.
me. This movie, I truly, when I tell you the amount of therapy I've done because of this movie, I've lost years of my life from this movie. All my hair turned white because of this. I know I'm supposed to sit here and be like, oh my God, go watch me. This movie killed me. I'm dead. This movie's so freaking hard. So if you have any spare money to support anything, those big budget movies, they don't need you. I need you. I need you to watch this movie because
right,
it's been so hard.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. It doesn't sound like something that that needs charity. I mean, it sounds like a
I
hilarious,
appreciate
raunchy,
that. I agree with
funny
you,
movie.
and I agree with you. But we're
Yeah.
up against a lot of obstacles here. So
Right, and it's a shame what's happened to the movie industry, particularly with like comedies. Like the comedy movie in the movie theater is a dying thing.
yeah, totally.
I think, presumably you had investors because you're not with the studio,
Mm-hmm.
you're not with, you didn't sell it to so, and you didn't put up
Yeah.
your own money.
They had investors, people that majority of them were South Asian, who all became doctors and were like,
Right.
we didn't get to live our dream of doing the arts, so we're going to support you in doing the arts.
Right. And
Yeah.
I think that from the perspective of an investor in this, knowing the sheer number of people in South Asia who, like you said, the number one language is English,
Mm-hmm.
so you don't have to even like overdub it. Probably could.
Now,
know?
the question becomes if this version of the edit could be released in India. That becomes the question.
wow.
Because as I mentioned, there is a full frontal penis.
I mean, whatever. Big whoop.
I know, but you'd be surprised. Things in India get
I know,
banned.
I know,
So it would
but-
probably have to be tweaked. It'll probably have to be tweaked a little bit.
Right. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it comes back NC-17 and it gets tweaked for there to be one version without the,
We'll see. I'm pretty adamant on having that penis. I made way too many mood boards to not have that penis in
All
there.
right.
But unless it goes on a streamer in India, because there's less rules with streamers.
Right. I mean, it's going to be like, at the end of the day, it's going to be investors
Mm-hmm.
need to get their money back, and what's going to be the most, like, economically profitable.
And that's the producing side I hate, because I'm just like, I want to be creative and make movies.
Sure.
Yeah.
And I'm right there with you. And don't get me wrong, because I go out of my way to make the most wildly inappropriate shit.
You?
Yeah.
Really?
Uh-huh. Yeah, my live comedy, like, it's like, how many rules can I break?
Yeah,
so
totally.
that when I go on tour, people know they're going to see stuff that they can't see anywhere else. So yeah, I live on the other side of the rules.
Yeah, so you're used to losing money. All right. So I'll do that too. It's fine. You seem fine.
Don't even
and
get
you
him
seem
started with
fine.
that.
So this is great. This is really inspiring.
Yeah. Man, that's amazing. Now you referenced queer, being queer. That's a politically correct term.
I use the word queer. I'm sure someone will be upset that I've said that, but that's how I describe myself. Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna step in it now.
Okay, let's go.
But we're deep enough in that that.
Let's go.
Okay.
This is the real hero's the editor, so let's go.
Well, no, the editor has one policy: leave everything in.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Amazing. Let's go.
Especially what's about to be said.
Okay, let's go.
Unless it comes from the guest, then they're not comfortable with something, and then that way we always.
Well, I
own
feel
it.
very safe. Thank you.
Okay, the LGBTQ, and they seem to be adding more letters.
Yes, just throw a plus in there, and I think you'd be good. Yeah, great.
Okay.
Yeah. LGBTQ plus.
Yeah,
it's hard for me to say too. By the way.
LGBTQ plus.
Yes.
All right. This is a valid question.
Mm-hmm.
Lesbian means a gay woman.
Correct. I love that you're going to test me like I know all these answers, but yes, I would say so.
Okay. So, LG.
Yeah.
We're already redundant here.
Yeah, gay is usually referring to like, I'd say, like if I saw another queer woman, I'd say you're a lesbian. If it was a guy, I'd say you're gay. But they are kind of like, I could call a lesbian gay also.
It's redundant because a lesbian person is a gay person.
Listen, there's so little representation. I don't care if it's LGGGGGQ plus. I feel like we're not dying on that hill.
Right, but like where I would get in trouble, and this was even a joke that I told in my live show a couple times. I always thought it was funny. I wasn't been trying to be mean.
Okay,
it's a legitimate question, but the fact that it's L and then G, that means that there's not another word at our disposal for the F word. There's just the one word, the F word, and there's not another word used to describe a gay man.
And that bothers you?
Well,
you feel limited?
I mean,
should I start your GoFundMe?
I think that if if you're gonna take how many words there are for penis, the list is endless. Like we don't have a social, I won't say politically correct because I don't like that, but we don't have a socially acceptable word for a gay man. I want there to be, I want there to be a way to refer to a gay man that's not that's just disparaging. That's not like.
But you don't like just saying gay? That's not enough?
I mean, I would feel that like a gay man. I've never heard that the word gay has male connotations. I thought gay was just somebody who's homosexual.
Really? Interesting. Yeah. That's very straight of you. Yeah. That's very straight of you.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. But listen, I'm all for you. Listen, when it comes to the LGBTQIA+, I'm still learning too. Sometimes I feel like a bad queer because I barely go to queer parties. I barely go to queer events. Yeah. I don't want glitter anywhere near me.
Queer seems like a disparaging word,
Why
right?
Why do you say that?
Okay, I'll tell you why. Because I think that queer, outside of a reference to sexual orientation, is the definition is odd. Something odd.
You think so?
Queer. Well, that's a queer. I think it's a synonym for odd.
You see,
I always thought
confused.
Queer just meant gay.
Yeah, that's what I always
thought.
I never saw it as odd either.
He's gonna ask Siri.
What's the definition of queer?
Put it by the mic.
Okay, strange.
Odd.
Strange.
Oh, wow.
I did not know that prior to this moment. Okay.
Strange and odd. So now we're calling people strange.
Well, I feel like
odd.
I'm reclaiming. The reason I say queer is because I feel like, and I don't care at all how people identify themselves. I don't like so many labels.
And okay, adjective, it means strange, odd. Noun, a homosexual man.
Oh wow.
See?
So I guess there is. But if you say, what a queer, I don't know, to me it feels like it carries negative connotations.
Really?
And outside of sexual orientation, it means strange and odd.
That's very interesting.
Which I think
when I say it, I feel like a total badass, so I have no problems. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So does, do you have like a mother, like something pulling you to have children or?
What a pivot. Oh my God. No transition. You know what? Since as long as I can remember, I've always been like, I don't care about birthing children. I've always felt that way. You know, some
Right.
girls are like, oh my God, I can't wait to be a mom and give birth to kids. I've never had that desire. Never. I could see myself having kids one day through adoption.
Yeah.
I love the idea of adopting
There
kids.
you go. Like,
But
applaud
the
right here.
idea of birthing kids, I don't feel it necessary. I don't feel like a child that's adopted would be less my child. I don't even know if I want to even adopt. I'm just so selfish right now with my time and what I
love
want
it.
to do, and I think it's important to know that.
That's
I think
half
the
of
worst
it.
thing you can do is be like, I guess I got to have a kid
Yeah.
now, and I don't really want one, and that's
Right.
like, terrible.
I couldn't agree more. And I'm like quite pessimistic about the world we live in today.
Yeah, have you met the world?
Right.
Who wants to have kids?
We have what's referred to as mega threats. Mm-hmm. We've got AI as a mega threat. We've got nuclear war. We've got climate change. We've got unsustainable debt.
Mm-hmm.
Like
We've got no sex ed.
Yeah. No sex ed, that's right.
Yeah,
That's right.
Like wealth disparity is the biggest thing. You know, like I was talking to my dear Muslim friend. You know, I was like, yo, for our parents, a university diploma meant placement in a career of your choosing. For us, it was considered helpful. For we have kids, like that's just like burdened with student loan debt and like nothing that you're gonna get for
I have
it.
a question, a very sincere question.
Yeah.
Does your Muslim friend call you my dear white friend?
Ooh. Huh. Yeah, I don't know.
You know?
But I
Because
just-
every time you see
I
a
was-
friend, and I love it, because I'm like, oh, he's going to
Yeah.
make you drop a Muslim friend again. I like it. But I
I'm
just
not
wonder
like-
if they refer to you the same way.
He's Abdullah. I talk about him all the time.
Abdullah
all the
Saeed?
time.
Yeah.
Saeed?
No.
Oh.
Abdullah.
Me doing the brown thing? Is that Abdullah Saeed the same Abdullah? I know.
No.
Okay.
No, I've known him since we were 9 years
Okay.
old. We graduated high school together.
Yeah.
He went to Brown University.
When does he get to graduate to just a friend?
Like never. I love,
he's always
I
gonna
love
be
him.
Muslim. Okay,
I,
good.
I love him like
Okay.
so much.
I want to know if he says my white friend.
Yeah, there's probably other descriptors. But graduated with Brown with a 4.0. Went to Cornell Medical School.
Wow.
Became a pediatric
Oh,
surgeon.
Abdullah, let's go.
Yeah, pediatric surgeon at the Mayo Clinic, where he invented ways of operating on fetuses in the womb, unborn babies.
Wow.
To make corrections and save their lives before they're even born.
So you guys have very similar career paths. I think.
Yeah, I don't think he would mind.
No, I don't think he would mind either. I
Being
would
called
just-
Muslim because he's big on the Muslim.
I like it. I like it. I
He
don't mind
loves
either.
it.
I just
He
think it's
loves-
fascinating.
he
But the
loves
whole
that
time you were
Muslim.
talking, I was like, I wonder if he says
Abdullah.
Whatever, yeah.
Yeah, like for a lot of people in my friends, let's call him Abdullah.
Abdullah. No, Abdullah.
Oh well, it's spelled Abdalla.
Oh, so you're
Abdullah.
schooling? Wow, you're schooling me on sex ed, and
Yeah.
I love and queerness. I love all this. I'm being schooled. I
Yeah.
was not anticipating this.
Well,
You got layers.
A lot of people expect one thing.
I know. I get it. Stay with me though.
Hey, let me tell you this too. That like I've been like the podcast has like I took a break from it.
Mm-hmm.
Came back from the break and I was like, oh, okay, now I'll be like fresh and
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was at first, and then I was like, like man, like the break made me feel like maybe I want more of a break. I was like, I don't know, but I've actually really enjoyed our conversation.
Good. I'm
thus
glad.
far.
I've really
Yeah, this
enjoyed
was
it
great.
too. I've learned a
Yeah.
lot. And I really respect how honest and vulnerable you guys are. I'm not gonna lie, I did, and I apologize. I came here being like, these are gonna be two dude bros.
Yeah,
And
no.
you guys have actually really peeled back some layers.
We're both men in recovery.
Okay, amazing,
Like,
incredible.
12-step recovery.
Yeah, congratulations.
We're
Good on
both-
both of you.
Yeah, we're both we'd like to maintain, I'd say, accountability.
Very nice.
We
And I love that.
We're
We
both
don't-
a little emotional.
yeah, we're both very emotional.
I did see you tear up a few times, actually.
I'm not emotional.
yeah,
I'm
would
just
you-
passionate about my feelings.
Yeah.
What'd you tear up about?
No, I wasn't tearing.
I think his
wasn't
eyeballs are
tearing
just
up.
sweating because it's
Yeah.
a sauna.
It's
and it's
fucking,
already-
it's pretty
Yeah.
early hot in here.
Yeah,
Yeah, I feel like we
I was
like
tearing up about no sex ed.
right. Yeah, it is pretty unbearably hot. I feel like
Yeah.
we could probably wrap it up here pretty
We're
soon.
at an hour.
yeah.
But
Let's do it.
what can we draw attention to? Like, do you have a release date for your movie?
Yes, September 19th in theaters.
Do you know how many theaters?
I don't, and you don't even find out until like a week before which theaters it is. So we're learning a lot. Like I said, it's my first feature. I'm learning a lot about this process.
I wonder if there's something to be said for having like a studio participate on the level of like they have more experience in getting more theaters, more, you know.
I don't know. I'll see. I'll report back. But right now we're just doing it all ourselves.
Right, and I do maintain that a theater run is great, especially any level of success in a theatrical release really pays off.
I was gonna say it's promo for a streamer.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Like our last Jackass movie, Jackass Forever, did not nearly as well as its predecessors. It was the #1 movie, but that didn't mean a whole lot because it was during the pandemic.
Yeah.
And the box office revenue was very dampened by the pandemic. And because the box office revenue wasn't there, it was less of a valuable commodity to streamers and such. It was like, oh, well, it didn't. So, yeah, any success will bode well for the the DVD.
You hear that?
Streaming.
So go watch it. September 19th.
Yeah,
it's important. It matters.
It's a big deal. It's a big deal. Like if it's successful in the theaters, it's kind of like it's gonna have more momentum going into streaming.
Exactly.
And I think regardless that the saleability of it to South Asia, I think that
absolutely,
especially like given the subject matter, like focusing around like the strict not like the not progressive views on sexuality in South Asia like makes it particularly...
Which is probably wild because I will also say there is a lot of sexually liberated people in South Asia as well. It's just this idea, especially we always talk about this as kids of immigrants. Sometimes the immigrants that have immigrated are more strict than actually the parents in India because they're holding on to something. That's a really common thing. So yeah, but no, people in India get freaky though.
Yeah. It's this is minutia, but the first Americans, you had the Massachusetts, New England. That was like the Puritans, right? Like they came in there and they were just like the Puritans, like so. And so now, like up there today, they're a little more mellowed up because like they were like, okay, enough with that. They kind of overcorrected. So the crazy religious people are down south more.
That's how it goes.
It's like so there you go. Your immigrants
Absolutely.
are the crazier.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
Let's not end on the immigrants are crazy though. Let's just say, hey, support the movie September 19th.
Yeah, support the movie September 19th. And congratulations on that.
Thank you, I appreciate it. And thanks for this chat and for being so awesome. But I will have to leave because I'm going to pass out.
I love it.
Yeah,
for
same.
sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, big shout out to Utkarsh too.
Yeah, shout out.
All right, dudes. What can I tell my wonderful, beautiful street team? Here on tour, I've been meeting all kinds of you guys who introduce yourselves to me saying, I'm street team. Every single one of you guys, I give a big hug. And, man, I've been on a good one. I think we all know that I wasn't in a super good spot over the last however long. But, man, I just came out of it like a champ. And I attribute that to just hunkering down and working on making my live show epic. I can't say it enough. Like, I'm super duper fucking stoked on my Crash and Burn tour. Like, I'm not wasting anybody's time with this show. And, yeah, man, got my guy Mott's. Yeah, dude. Got my guy Tanner. He's crushing it. Got my girl Coral. And we've just been on a fucking mission, dude. On a tear. On a good one. So, yeah, man, everything's cool. I hope you're well. Lots and lots of love. And thank you for sticking around to the end. Yeah, dude.